Hey, what is up, you guys? Today we are back with another fantastic book review. And the book that we're going to talk about today is one that I really enjoyed. And if you like human biology, if you like human evolution, this book is a perfect book for you. It's called The Story of the Human Body by Daniel E. Lieberman. And what's great about this book is it not only gives you a history of human evolution, where we came from, but it also gives you a peek of what evolution is doing and how it's still occurring in us today. Um, our bodies are still changing, but there's become this conflicting events that happen with our new technologies and these new environments that we find ourselves in. Human beings haven't changed in over 200,000 years. We've been structurally, mentally the same. And these new environments, they've changed so rapidly that it hasn't given us any time at all for our bodies to catch up. So we come to this bridge, this thing where we are, Daniel calls it dysevolution. So, for example, lights. All of these LED lights, all of these lights that we have, they are very recent. Very recent. Science has evolved the most in the last 500 years. And considering we've been around for over 200,000, that is a big jump. So what Daniel E. Lieberman says in the book about lights is they cause a lot of insomnia and sleep apnea because we are ill adapted to it. So people are staying up later than they normally would. People would go to sleep when the sun went down because they didn't have light all the time. So all of these new environmental causes are causing issues with our bodies, right? Even how we sleep in all of these comfy, warm beds. People didn't sleep on comfy beds. They slept on straw or wood beds that were on the ground, right? And a lot of back issues happen. I can't speak like I'm some type of scientist. This is just what I've grasped from the book. So I feel like you should read it for yourself to really get an idea of it. But one thing that I will read from it is the first section that I thought was very interesting. Let me see if I can just find it right quick. It really just kind of hooks you in and gives you a broad idea of what this book is about. So it talks about the 7 transitions of human evolution. And the first one is the very earliest human ancestors diverged from apes. They developed to be upright bipeds, meaning they walked on 2 feet instead of quadrupeds when they were walking, knuckle walking on their hands. In transition 2 were the descendants of the first ancestors, the Australopiths, evolved adaptations to forage and eat a wide range of food and fruit. So by being a biped, you were able to walk further distances, you were able to travel better. So Darwinian theory of evolution suggests that the ones that were able to adapt to the situation when the rainforests were getting smaller and less dense, they had to be able to walk further to get better food and the food that they wanted, right? So the ones that were able to walk further distances, the ones that were biped, were the ones that were survived the most. And the ones in the next transition had bigger, stronger teeth, and they were able to eat a more wide range of foods, whereas the other ones weren't able to. They were only eating fruit and stuff. So eventually they died off because they didn't have any fallback foods to eat. But the ones that were able to eat all of certain roots and stuff that they got from the ground, they were able to chew it profusely, able to break it down, whereas the other ones weren't able to because of their inefficiency to eat that kind of stuff. And transition 3 About 2 million years ago, the earliest members of the human genus evolved nearly, but not completely, modern human bodies, but slightly bigger brains that enabled them to become the first hunter-gatherers. Then transition 4, as archaic human hunter-gatherers flourished and spread across most of the old world, they evolved even bigger brains and larger, more slower-growing bodies. Transition 5, modern humans evolved special capabilities for language, culture, and cooperation, and allowed us to disperse rapidly across the globe and become the sole surviving species on the planet. Right? So this book is so interesting, so very cool, because it gives you an idea of what's happening now, as well as what happened back then, millions of years ago. So anyone who's interested in biology, learning about their bodies, learning about history, learning about evolution, this is an ideal book because it brings it all together. And I couldn't recommend a better book for anyone that likes that sort of stuff. So I hope you get it. The Story of the Human Body by Daniel E. Lieberman. And I hope you really enjoy it, because I know I certainly did. So I'll catch you guys on the next one with another awesome book review. So I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you like and share, and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to find more books that you might be interested in. I'll catch you on the next one. Yeah.